For centuries, the Kinnaur Kailash Yatra has been one of the most revered pilgrimages in Himalayas. Every year, thousands of devotees undertake a difficult trek to the sacred Shivling nestled in the high mountains of Himachal Pradesh. But this year, the pilgrimage itself has become the center of an intense controversy. Thousands of people have taken to the street in Rekongpyo, demanding that the Kinnaur Kailash Yatra be stopped permanently. The argument is not against faith, it is about protecting faith by protecting nature. The protesters, led by Dev Samaj, says that the fragile Himalayan ecosystem is being pushed beyond its limits. According to them, although the district administration had officially suspended the yatra after earlier protests, the pilgrimage is continuing unofficially, leading to an uncontrolled influx of visitors. They claim that when the yatra was organized under official supervision, the number of pilgrims was regulated. Now, they allege hundreds of people are reaching the shrine every day without effective monitoring. The Dev Samaj has submitted yet another memorandum to the Himachal Pradesh government warning that increasing footfall is damaging one of the country's most fragile mountain ecosystem. They allege that the water sources are being polluted, rare medicinal herbs and the flowers are being destroyed. Even centuries-old glaciers are coming under intense pressure. For the people of Kinnaur, this is not merely an environmental issue, it is also a deeply spiritual one. They believe that entire mountain is sacred, not just the Shivling. Protesters allege that some visitors are climbing directly over the sacred Shivling as which they describe the act as a desecration of the site revered for generations. The Dev Samaj says that local deities have repeatedly called for the yatra to be stopped in order to be preserved both ecological balance and the spiritual sanctity of Kinnaur Kailash. The administration, on the other hand, says it will hear all stakeholders before taking a decision. So the question is, can faith and environmental conservation coexist in Himalaya? On this issue, I am joined by Bhavrin Kandari, ecologist and environmental activist, Parameshwar Singh Negi, convener of the Dev Samaj, Mr. Ravi Gosai, President Indian Association of Tour Operators, and Dr. Anil Sood, environmentalist. Let me straight away go to Parameshwar Singh Negi, convener of the Dev Samaj. नेगी जी, पहली चीज़ मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा, ये मामला क्या आप लोगों के सेटिस्फैक्शन पे रिजॉल्व हुआ?
सभी को नमस्कार जी, और चैनल के सुनने वालों को और चैनल वालों को भी। हमें कोई सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं मिला, हमें कोई पॉजिटिव रिस्पांस नहीं मिला इस चीज़ के लिए, क्योंकि हम जिस होली जो माउंटेन है हमारा, उसको उसमें जो यात्रा बंद करना चाह रहे थे, उसके लिए एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और शासन और प्रशासन दोनों ही तैयार नहीं है। अब हम 6 जून 2026 से इनको 5 बार हम जा चुके हैं, और उसके बाद भी ये बोल रहे हैं कि दूसरे जो चला रहे हैं उनको हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी देनी पड़ेगी अपने बात रखने के लिए। तो हमने कहा कि इतनी बार हम आपके पास 5 बार आए, क्या आप उनको एक बार भी नहीं बुला सकते हैं? और हमने ये रिक्वेस्ट किया था उनसे कि आप एक बार जॉइंट मीटिंग कराइए आप लोगों के प्रेजेंस में, इवन हमारे मंत्री जी के भी प्रेजेंस में। हम अपना पक्ष रखेंगे, वो अपना पक्ष रखेंगे, उसके बाद ही सारी चीज़ें रिजॉल्व की जाएंगी। अगर वो उनको बहुत अच्छा लगता है तो ठीक है, नहीं तो हम जो बात रख रहे हैं उन चीज़ों को आप इनकार कीजिए।
बेसिकली आप लोगों का ऑब्जेक्शन क्या है?
ऑब्जेक्शन ये है सर, जो किन्नर कैलाश है, किन्नर कैलाश एक सेक्रेट माउंटेन है। यहाँ पर हमारे जो किन्नौर के, इवन उत्तराखंड के भी जो देवी देवता है, 1 माघ से लेकर के 15 माघ तक वहाँ पर तपोभूमि में जाते हैं, ये माना जाता है। ये आज का हमारा बनाया हुआ नहीं है, ये सदियों से चल रहा है। हम कनौरा ट्राइब हैं, हमारे जो ट्राइबल सोसाइटी में वो सदियों से चला हुआ है। तो जब वहाँ पर हम वहाँ जाते हैं माउंटेन पर, तो हम बिना जूते के और पूजा करने के बाद ही जाते हैं, और वहाँ पर हम शोर नहीं कर सकते हैं। ये तो जूते क्या, वो तो वहाँ पर डेक लगा करके वो जोर जोर से चिल्ला रहे हैं सर। तो हमारी जो वनस्पति है और जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी है उसके अगेंस्ट है, और हमारे जो धार्मिक संस्कृति है उसके भी अगेंस्ट है सर, इसलिए किया है।
तो ये लोग आपके ये बात नहीं मानते हैं? मतलब आप लोगों ने नीचे एक कोई बुकलेट या कोई बताया होगा, नंगे पांव जाना है, शोर नहीं मचाना है, खाना के सामान नहीं लेके जाना है, तो ये क्या इन सब चीज़ों की टूरिस्ट लोग बात नहीं मानते?
पहले तो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन तो कुछ चीज़ों को करे ना सर, कि वो इन्होंने पहले ऑफ़िशियली डिक्लेयर करते थे ये, कि ये 1 मंथ 1 एंड हाफ मंथ के लिए ये लोग ऑफ़िशियली उसको खोल देते थे। तो हमने बोला कि आप इसको बंद कीजिए, ना ऑफ़िशियली ना अनऑफ़िशियली, आप बंद कर दीजिए। तो बंद कर दीजिए तो उन्होंने ठीक है 27 जून को हमने डीसी साहब के पास मंत्री जी को लिख कर के दिया था कि ये चीज़ें हैं और देव समाज हमारे पास 11-12 देवी देवताओं के उनके हुक्म थे कि ये बंद होने चाहिए, वो दे दिया तो 28 को उन्होंने ऑफ़िशियल बंद कर दिया। लेकिन अनऑफ़िशियल के ऊपर कोई कंट्रोल नहीं किया इन्होंने। तो जब इन्होंने कंट्रोल नहीं किया है, तो जब कंट्रोल नहीं कर रहे तो वो तो ऑफ़िशियल बंद करना और नहीं करना बराबर हो गया ना सर।
ठीक है, मैं
तो
बाकी आप रुकिए, मैं चाहूँगा परमेश्वर सिंह नेगी जी आप हमारे साथ बने रहिए। हमारे साथ 3 और गेस्ट हैं। थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर बेयरिंग विथ मी। द जेंटलमैन जॉइन्स मी फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड ज़ीरो and he agreed to speak on this issue. Now let me go to Bhavrin Kandhari, then I go to Dr. Anil Sood, and then I go to Mr. Ravi Gosai. Bhavrin, tell me, how do you see this protest? Locals finally saying enough is enough?
Yes, I'm so glad. I mean, it's very heartening when you see the citizens come forward and protect your own biodiversity and your own ecosystem. So this is really should not be treated as a faith versus conservation kind of conversation. It's about protecting a sacred landscape so that I think it's a common interest that all the future generations can also continue to worship there. The local community itself is asking for protection of the ecosystem so that the culture and faith sustains. Obviously, if they're going to destroy it and in this all this crowds and the various things that are being challenged, then nothing will survive. And every ecosystem, as all of us will know here, it has a capacity, it has a carrying capacity. Whether it is mountain like that, a glacier, a national park, pilgrimage, whatever you can just call it anything. So there's a scientific limit to the number of people, and once that limit is crossed, then everything suffers. Whether it's your forest, biodiversity, water sources, wildlife, everything starts
True,
deteriorating.
true,
So
true.
it's important that the infrastructure, like he said, that it's not being officially they have declared. आपने बोला officially कर दिया है, लेकिन वो नहीं भी ये तो बहुत आम सी बात है, हमें अब रोज आदत है इसको देखने के लिए। बोला बहुत कुछ जाता है और करा कुछ नहीं जाता है ग्राउंड पे। So सबसे पहले जो सवाल होना चाहिए that how much sewage is being treated या कितना वेस्ट वहाँ पर मैनेज हो रहा है, उसके हिसाब से जितना है उसी हिसाब से उतने ही लोग, अगर 40 लोगों का वेस्ट सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट है वहाँ पे, तो 40 लोग ही जा सकते हैं। कितना पानी अवेलेबल है, कितना आपके रेस्क्यू टीम वगैरह है,
So,
तो
नहीं, सही बात है. You have a point. Dr. Anil Sood, generally we see that the debates turn into faith versus ecology. In this context, I think both of them have come together. One is the practice of faith, and also
Yes.
ecology, which is very surprising. Which that it's having an impact on the glaciers. It's having an impact on this is veering towards something which we call responsible tourism.
Correct, correct,
In
correct.
this conversation, जो परमेश्वर जी ने बोला, वो दोनों धाराएं मिल रही हैं.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आप बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं. वी आर द मोस्ट irresponsible nation and most irresponsible tourists. We believe in littering around. We believe in flouting all the social norms. We also take pride in flouting the belief itself and acting contrary to the belief, and we take pride in showcasing. Now, the unfortunate part is, apart from belief and protecting the sentiments of the local tribal area, this route is very dangerous today. Very recently, we have seen flash floods, huge boulders coming down the hill, and also lot of malba coming down. Apart from that, this area is also very fragile so far as glacier lakes are concerned. So not only it's question of faith, question of ecological protection, it is equally important that the visitors or the tourists are exposed to serious risks of uh, and glacial and this boulders falling And tomorrow, what administration will do? They will open another file, and that's the end of it. What, as a responsible nation, we are doing? What, as a responsible administration, we are doing? Just nothing. Just making money out of, encouraging tourism and under the garb of religious tourism. Over to you.
Okay, then let me go to the president of Indian Association of Tour Operators. Mr. Gosai, can there be compatibility between faith, environment and responsible tourism, sir?
Absolutely. First of all, that tourism should benefit the local communities and should not become a burden on them. And if the community feels that the carrying capacity of Kinnaur Kailash has been exceeded, then their concern should not be ignored. But again, the issue I think is not pilgrimage, but the unregulated pilgrimage. So we know that there should be a proper visitor management system, and here the administration comes into the picture. What I believe as a tourism professional, that complete ban should be a last option, because we have seen that unregulated tourism always create a greater damage than the regulated tourism. So yes, faith is very important, and we should respect, every tourist should respect the faith of a local area which they visit.
मिस्टर गोसाई, अगर आपको याद हो, प्रधानमंत्री बार बार इस चीज़ को कहते हैं कि टूरिज्म एक बहुत बड़ा ड्राइवर है, आपकी इकोनॉमी चलती है, पीपल गेट एम्प्लॉयमेंट. If our domestic tourism becomes better, it can actually curtail flight of foreign reserve. So tourism is not just about sideshow, it's about national pride, it's about cultural pride, it's about ecological pride. But sometimes we also witness the pitfalls of tourism. Look what happened in Manali in winters. I mean to say, it was a horror show. It was a horror show what happened in Manali. Irresponsible tourism, people were taking their big cars inside rivers. So there is one thing called too much tourism, then there is something called irresponsible tourism, and then there is something called where local people say that, well, this is what we don't want. We don't want this sort of a tourism. So there are multiple dimensions to it. नेगी जी, मैं आपके पास आ रहा हूँ, पहले रवि जी से सवाल पूछ लूँ मैं एक और.
No, definitely you are right that we have seen many destinations, not only in India but around the world, where like locals are objecting the tourism, because there are more people than the population of that area, and now it's disturbing the peace of locals. So tourism is important. I think also the operators who work in this field, they should be very responsible when they are sending tourists to any place. उनको देखना चाहिए कि वहाँ पे कैपेसिटी कितनी है, कितने होटल से, उससे ज़्यादा भेजेंगे then it's not a tourism, it will become a problem for all of them actually. And of course, like Modi ji said, you have also said that community always get benefit out of tourism, but it should not burden on become a burden for them. And regulation is very important, and local authorities, is the job of local authorities. I'll give you one example. In Uttarakhand, during the Char Dham Yatra, we have seen that you have to register online before visiting. So as per the, you get approval when government see that capacity is there. But yes, there are also loopholes. But I think some kind of regulation from the government should be there, so that people, if they are visiting any destination, they can see if they are overcrowding the place, or on the other side of the government, they also know how many people are visiting one place. So it won't create a problem with the locals.